All right, we're live, but nobody has the link yet. So until I find a better way to do this, I'm adjusting this. I just got home. I'm running a little late. So I'm gonna copy this link, paste it into Patreon. And you get to watch me for a second while I do this little bit of awkwardness. It's not letting me copy the link. All right. Patreon. If you're watching this later and I didn't crop this part out, we're almost here. Link. Sorry, looks like oh, actually it's 8 o'clock on the dot. We're good. Patreon, privacy, patrons only. Publish. Okay, so people will probably start showing up here soon. What do we got? We got the thing over in the corner over there. Okay. I never know if I do this right. Maybe I'm supposed to paste it in the live thing or something. All right, got a couple people. Oh, I just got an eyelash in my eye. A couple people showing up, I think. How's it going, guys? Sorry, I need to like flip my camera. What's up, Joey? We'll try this. Hopefully that's still okay for you guys. Is that weirder? Now I'm looking over here, but I look over here because this is where the chats show up, and this is where my camera is down here. So then when I'm reading chats, I'm like looking in the general vicinity, I think. What's up, Daniel? How's it going, guys? So I just got home like 3 minutes ago. I went golfing today for the first time in like 8 years, maybe. My brother is going golfing. For those that are into golf, out to Torrey Pines, I guess, with his father-in-law, and he bought a new set of clubs and handed me down his old set, and they were going golfing today, and I tagged along with them. So I went golfing, and then Tuesday and Thursday are my workout days. Big Mo, what's up? Got your holster. Nice. So I went golfing and did all right, actually. Did better than I thought I would. And then Tuesday, Thursdays are my workout day, so I tried to squeeze a little workout in, but I didn't really have time, so I did like 3 sets of bench and rushed home. And now I'm home, and now we're live. And we'll do the giveaway soon, in a bit. Probably I'll give like a little bit of time for people to get on if they're not yet. But how are you guys? I don't really have anything planned today. I had something, I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. So we're just gonna hang out, talk about stuff coming up on the channel maybe, do a giveaway. You guys can ask questions, do whatever you need to do. Oh, actually, I have a holster I made wrong colors. Holster's fine, but I made it in the wrong colors. So I have an extra Glock 19 holster that maybe I'll sell to one of you guys for cheap if any of you are in need for a holster. So if you're live and you need a Glock 19 holster, let me go grab it. It's right here. So here it is. Glock 19 holster. This is carbon fiber front, blood red back. And this normally would be $135. I'll sell it right now for 50 bucks. So $85 off For anyone that wants a Glock 19 holster right now, for anyone live, all right, to make it fair, I gotta do a thing. So get ready on your keyboards. Get ready on your keyboards. The first person to answer this question right, you can guess as many times as you want. The first person to answer this question right, Glock 19 holster, carbon fiber front, blood red back, will get it for $50 shipped. It's not a true or false question. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be somebody. It's gonna be you gotta have watched quite a few of my videos, or one video. You have to have watched one of my videos, a particular one, to know the answer to this question. And the question is, if you can answer it, the first person that answers it gets it. What was my first handgun, real handgun that fires a real bullet? Might have been a small caliber bullet, but a real bullet. First handgun, first person that answers that. Feel free to guess away too. No, not an XD. Not an XDS. You gotta say the model though. All right. Was a Walther, so we're getting close. The model. Not a P99, but I did have that. Not a PPQ or a PPS, but I did have those. Think first handgun, guys. First handgun. Like a beginner's handgun. Somebody that's not really into handguns. P22, Brad. All right, man. You are the winner. Kind of a winner, because you still got to pay me, but it's like more than half off. So, Brad, hit me up after. Shoot me an email. Mike@llod.us. And you got that holster for $50. Sweet. Sweet, guys. Maybe I'll do a giveaway of a holster in the future at some point. Anyways, Brad got it. P22 was my first handgun. And I still have it. Cool little gun. It was, you know, I wasn't really into guns. I got out in California when I was 21. Turned 21, went to the store. P22, boom. And I didn't get into handguns or guns in general really till later. But I mean, I got my first handgun when I legally could. So I guess I kind of was into guns when I first started. And then I got a 1911 as my second handgun. I don't have the 1911 anymore. Let's see that thing. I don't have it right now, actually. It's at my brother's house because he has a little range over there. And I don't shoot it except for at his place because he's got a little 22 suppressor and stuff. So it's over there. But yeah, P22. Cool, cool. Good job, Brad. Good guess. All right. That's it for the fun stuff on Patreon. Now we'll just get into whatever. Questions and answers, channel updates. Oh, a giveaway, the real giveaway. The real giveaway, which I haven't even decided what I'm going to give away. I think this giveaway is going to be like a variety pack. I'm going to give away maybe like a flashlight, some hats, some shirts. I don't know. I'm going to look through some stuff. So it's going to be kind of like a surprise grab, big surprise mystery, a mystery bag giveaway. But I'm going to like pack it with like a bunch of stuff, so like stickers and patches and hats. Yeah. Whatever I find. I'm going to like go dig through my gear room. And whatever I find that I'm okay getting rid of, that's going out to the giveaway winner. Okay, we got 47 people here, which is pretty good for Patreon only live stuff. Thank you, guys. We're 9 minutes in, and this is the first time I'm saying thank you. You guys are keeping the channel going, really. I appreciate it. A lot of weeks go by where I'm just busy and I don't have time to make a video, and I'm like, you know what? These people taking money out of their paychecks for me to make videos, and you guys really are the main reason that I continue to try to make at least one video every week. So thank you for that. I hope the videos are worthwhile. Hope I'm not letting you down, but I appreciate it. Just want to let you guys know I appreciate you, your time, your donation, your money. Whew, all that good stuff. All right, favorite pistol, red dot, prize and RMR, just because it's what I've been using. Budget scope for an SPR. Primary Arms probably has the best budget optics for an SPR. I like Leupold stuff for for not quite as budget. Vortex kind of has some budgety stuff, but if we're talking straight up budget, Primary Arms is a good company for a scope. Sight's coming good, man. I've had one of my friends been working on it for me because I haven't had time. And I just said, hey, man, he wants to get a suspension lift. He's the one, if you've been watching my Instagram or anything or my videos, he's the guy, my friend Brad, who works with me doing web development at my brother's web development shop. He's making my website for me. I mean, I'm helping too, but I just don't have the time. So he's making it for me. And I was like, I'll give you some money. He wants to lift his Tacoma. He just bought it. He wants to lift it. He's tight on money. And I'm like, I'll help you. I'll give you some money to make my site to get your lift. So he's going to lift his cement Tacoma. I'm going to give him some money towards that. And I'm launching my site. I gave myself a deadline by the end of June. It may be at the very end of June. But by the end of June, I have a phone call with a guy who's going to help me make my hats finally. So my multicam hats, I'm going to get Flex Fit. I'm just telling you guys now, 100 Flex Fit small medium, 100 Flex Fit large extra large, and 100 Universal Fit multicam black, which I think is just snapback. So I'm gonna have 300 hats total. I'm gonna let you guys know first. I have no idea how fast those will sell out or if they will quick, but if you guys want one, if Patreons want one, patrons, I am gonna let you guys know first so you get an opportunity to get a hat if you want one before anyone else. So you guys will for sure get one. And yeah. Oh man. Suppressor Company, Silencer Co. Web developer having someone else build his site. Yeah, I mean, it's time. So I do web development full time. That's my job. And then I'm trying to run a holster company and trying to grow a holster company. So kind of not really hired. He's a contractor, but I'm training up some help. Brad, actually, the guy who's making my website, is helping me a little bit. And I'm training up another guy to help me a little bit with parts of the process of the holster. So I'm doing like the hard parts and they're doing kind of the grunt work parts. So I'm doing the beginning part. They're gonna kind of start taking over the middle part, and I'm gonna be doing the finishing work part. So because they still have really high quality standards, and until they're really up to speed and I feel that they can mimic the quality of work that I'm doing, I'm gonna be doing a lot of it still. But eventually I'm gonna have to be hands-on if I wanna grow a company, right? And I want to, because I have a lot of stuff I wanna do with Last Line of Defense manufacturing side. So you guys have probably heard me talk about, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with things here. Multicam Flex Fit, I'm down for that. Need a hat. Ruger LCP2, I actually have one of them. It's an alright gun for a 380, for a tiny micro super light 380. They're kind of the best option out there. There's some concerns that the Ruger LCP2, the trigger weight is a little light for a gun, a pocket carry gun with no safety. So a lot of people are saying the Ruger LCP Custom, the first one with the heavier double action trigger, is actually a better option for pocket carry. So that's worth noting. What's up, guys? Just poking the bear a bit. Yeah. Website will be here. Yeah, no, I know. Plans to sell holsters without an extra mag? I do. Yeah, I don't want to disclose. I have like really cool ideas, and that's why the reason I'm hiring help is because I'll never have time to make other designs and other models and pursue other manufacturing endeavors if I don't get help. Running my holster business. So I need to become hands-off on the actual manufacturing of the holster so I can do other stuff. So I have not prototypes, kind of prototypes, but a really cool idea for a holster, a modular holster without an extra mag that will allow you to add, don't tell people about this really, because it's kind of like my PL Mini idea. I want to bring stuff to the market that other people aren't doing. And I'd like to be first. I'm probably not going to patent stuff because it's a big ordeal. But I want to at least bring stuff to the market first. And if other people want to copy it, awesome. It's good. More good holsters out there for good guys is good. So I don't need, I don't really want to bring cool stuff to the market and not let other people do it too. If it's a good idea, I can't make all the holsters in the world, so if other companies want to copy it, that's sweet. VP9SK, yeah. It's just not a super popular model. The P365, I put in a pre-order for one at my local gun shop, and he said they'll probably be getting in one next week. So a P365 is the next gun on my list. Also a P80, those Polymer 80 Glock builds is also the next one on my list. And for you lefties out there, Glock 19 left-handed PL Mini is the next lefty I'm offering. So if you're a lefty and you're a Glock owner and you want a left-handed holster, I make regular Glock left-handed holsters, and the PL Mini is going to be the first that I offer for lights. Okay, hey Mike, if you need anything for Tacoma, let me know. I have a guy that can get you some great prices, hands down. Marky McGuire. Yeah, I'm actually, so about that, Blue Ocean Shift, it will change your world. Jay, if you remember, could you email me? I'm not good at remembering stuff that people say like right off the cuff during a live video because I got a lot going on in my head. If you want to email me at mike@llod.us, let me know about that book, and I'll definitely like add it to my read list, and I'll check it out. I do appreciate the recommendation. Update on the pens. Yeah, so again, that's another thing. I don't think you guys are gonna steal my ideas or anything, but it's another thing that's, I think I chose something that was too hard to do off the cuff as kind of my first entry into the pen world. It's something that I prototyped and I could 3D print it. And take it easy. But CNCing it, I'd like to CNC it out of like aluminum or titanium or something cool. It'll cost a lot. So it's something that, the pen is something that either I need to change the design altogether, or I need to do like a limited run that's gonna be pretty expensive to see how it's accepted, or I need to do like a Kickstarter to raise funding, and kind of, it needs to be more mass market. So Kickstarter is good for getting the word out there because it's like it's a free marketing campaign in and of itself. So it'll reach a bigger crowd than just like my YouTube tactical crowd. So I'm kicking around ideas for the pen thing. But again, I need to get my website launched. I need to get people trained up on holsters so I can get freed up for time for development and testing and doing all that kind of other stuff. Mini metal lathe. Yeah, I have a CNC. I actually bought a cheap China 4-axis CNC. So I can do everything technically for prototyping that a CNC can do, but there's like internal threading inside of it that can't really be done. The wall thickness I want to do is really thin, and there's a lot of difficulties that make it not easy. I can't just do it on a lathe, unfortunately. It's like a non-standard thread pattern, so I can't just get a, what are they called? The things that make threads. I can't just get a standard thread cutter thingy. I gotta make something custom. So pens, yeah, it's something. I want to make a bell. I want to make pouches. I want to make storage gear for Tacomas, safes. It's one of those things, yeah, tap and die. So I would have to make a custom die for custom thread pattern because it's not a standard thing. And it's all doable. It's just, again, it's a time thing. I'm trying to juggle too many things, and I'm trying to dial in my holster manufacturing side of things to free me up to do these other things. So eventually I'll get these other things going. And then there's other little tiny projects like hats and videos, obviously. So I'm trying to do it all. Videos are a priority because obviously you guys are helping pay for making videos. So I'm gonna keep making videos. So other stuff like pen manufacturing gets put on the back burner. And that's why I talk about stuff, because I'm excited about it and I want to do it. And I'm like, this is so cool. And I have like the ideas and the plans to make cool things, but just don't have the time or the skill set or the finances to really bring those to market super quick or anything like that. So I kind of try to keep them on the down low so that somebody else doesn't copy me before I have time. Music just started playing in my house on like my Google thing. That's kind of weird. Let me know if anyone comes up behind me. More gun types be available. Yeah, so there's, for holster manufacturing, I don't know, do you care about, should I talk about this kind of stuff? Do you guys care about this kind of stuff? Or do you want to talk about other stuff? Because really this live thing is for you. And I want to talk about what you want to talk about. So let me know. I'm going to go turn this music off. But, yeah, children laughing. Yeah, that would be freaky. I'm going to go turn this off. You guys comment. Let me know what you want to talk about. Otherwise, I'll just kind of keep rambling on about some holster manufacturing stuff. Yeah, that was weird. My dog's not barking about anything though, so must be fine. All right, man. Nobody commented anything, so I'll just kind of keep rambling. New holster, new gun models. Yeah, I think I will. So there's like in a gun manufacturing thing, there's kind of a few things you can do to grow a business, and that's to streamline processes and increase production capacity. Some gun holster manufacturers make like 3 models, and they sell a ton of them, and that's one option. And some people make a bunch of custom holsters, and that's harder because it's harder to train people on how to make a bunch of different custom holsters. It's hard to get a bunch of custom CNC stuff to make a bunch of stuff. But yeah, so other models, I will be bringing popular models as they come to market, but like older guns that aren't very popular, probably you're not going to see those ever from me. Do I trust Google and Alexa? I mean, not really, but at the same time, I'm one of those people that I'm not doing anything illegal and I don't really care. I'm not worried about anything getting reported or the FBI listening in or anything like that. Like, obviously I don't want it to happen, but I don't, if I got hung up on that kind of stuff, there's a million things to worry about like that. So I just try not to really worry about it. Yeah, Speedcross 4s are narrower than the 3s. So if you get the 3s, they're a little bit wider. The 4s, yeah, are a little more narrow. So you got to order like a half size up or something. Underbed safes, quick access wall safes, and the like. Yeah, I had a quick access wall safe in my old house, and it was cool. They're not super secure, but for like quick access stuff, I actually have a safe right here. A Vaultec. They sent me out a Vaultec safe, so it's got like a little fingerprint reader and some stuff, and I just haven't really had time. I haven't really had time to play with it much. The fingerprint reader wasn't working that great for me, so I'm emailing him back and forth to kind of get some details on that, because I don't know if you guys know this, I get a lot of stuff, and not all of it sees my channel because I don't like all of it. And I've had that for a couple months and just haven't had the time to kind of work out the kinks. And until I either figure out how to work out the kinks and let you guys know how to work out the kinks, I'm not going to review it. If there's something I don't like, it doesn't show up on my channel. So pretty much anything that shows up on my channel, I like. If I hate a company or have an issue with a thing or something, I don't talk about them. I don't like to spread bad press. I just would not like to talk about it. 3D printer here is CR10. I linked to it in some videos. Pretty much any video, YouTube video that you see me make here, there's a link to that. So if you're interested in that, you can find a video where I'm just talking like this, and there will be a link to that. Yeah, see, Alexa, I don't know, just picks stuff up, and sometimes they pick up when you don't even say anything that kind of sounds like them, and they're like, sorry, I can't help. Aftermarket Glock trigger recommendations, I actually have 2 of them. So for a long time, I didn't use aftermarket Glock triggers because none of them improved. The best aftermarket Glock trigger isn't that good. I'll say that right now. For the most part, I would say save your money. But if you absolutely are into tricking out guns, I have one is from Innovative Gunfighter Solutions. They just brought one to market, sent it out to me, so I'll be trying that out. I think I have the Fowler trigger that I just got that I'll be putting in a build coming up. So you can stay tuned for that, and I'll be testing a couple of them out. Zev trigger was kind of garbage. I haven't tried a ton of them out, honestly. Higher end chest rigs for M&P and Glocks for like running or hiking. Oh, a chest rig. Yeah, the only one that I've know of and have tried out is one called the Kenai, Kenai, by Gunfighter Solutions. I'm actually friends with him. I took like a training course with him years back. Cool guy, the owner of Gunfighter Solutions. He makes chest holster for the Kenai that's developed for like backpacking and stuff. I don't know if I'll ever make one. Probably it's low on the priority list right now. Tam is all about Tam is all about anything that people send to him, honestly. I like Tam. He's a personal friend of mine. We text almost every day. He's not really full disclosure, he's not really a shooter. He's a Gucci gun builder. So if you're looking for something that looks good, might be functional too, but looks good for sure. I wouldn't necessarily trust what he does for function. Anyone that not really a shooter, I wouldn't necessarily go to them for function, but if you're looking to just like build cool looking guns, for sure. Do I have a Glock 43? I do, actually. Trigger, I don't love the Glock 43. I have one. Sorry, I thought I had it over here, but I don't. I put a picture of it on Instagram not long back. It's snappy. I don't think the Glock 43 is the best single stack, to be honest. But it's okay. I'm getting the P365 soon. I hear it's having some issues, though, with the trigger as well. I haven't done much research. I will at some point, but I haven't yet. Yeah, the Boulder assault rifle ban is pretty crazy. Boulder is super hippie and liberal. Like, Boulder's out there. Boulder doesn't really represent most of the rest of the state. It's not good. I haven't been following it much. I pay money monthly to a couple organizations, gun rights organizations, that fight for the rights here in Colorado. So I'm members of like Rocky Mountain Gun Owners and another one. So I'm doing what I can financially to help keep gun rights going in Colorado. I think it's a good thing for everyone to do in their state, especially if they're in a state like Colorado, which is kind of wishy-washy. And Gun Owners America, I'm a life member, and I'm an NRA member as well, even though I don't really want to get into it, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. I've read a few articles about it, and yeah, I got to do a little more research before I can really speak to it. It doesn't affect me at all. Yeah, Washington's super liberal, more liberal than Colorado, I'd say for sure, but for some reason their gun laws have kind of just like squeezed by, because Colorado's had, unfortunately, a fair amount of mass murders, mass shootings, and that's what pushes agenda. And Washington, fortunately, just hasn't had much of that. So once Washington has a mass shooting, you can expect some crazy gun laws going on up there, because the state's super liberal. There's just been nothing to stir the pot up there. So it's been relatively. Washington's been pretty lucky so far. Move to Texas. Texas, that's cool, but that's the wrong answer. So I'm going to share a little bit of politics here. If you disagree with me, my bad. You can disagree with me, and that's fine. But my view on this, to get a little political, anytime a state starts enacting gun laws, the 3%ers are like, move out of there, move to Texas, move to Arizona, blah, do this, do that, do that, do that. And I get it. Like, I get the sentiment. We don't want to give them our tax dollars. We don't want to give them this. I get it. But at the same time, it's completely the wrong answer. Because when somebody moves, that means we now have a concentrated force of people in Texas and Arizona, and every other state around them becomes more and more and more liberal, because the people that would be there to fight for that state, to fight for the rights of the state, to donate to the organizations that are fighting for the rights of the state, to show up at the Capitol, to do all that kind of stuff, to vote, actually physically vote, all those people are gone. And the state becomes more and more liberal, and that liberalism spreads to the states nearby. And eventually what you're going to have is the whole entire U.S. is liberal, with Texas. And then you're either going to have a civil war, you're going to have something crazy, and it's not going to be good. So people that are in liberal states, or states like Colorado that are kind of teeter-tottering, the answer personally, I don't think, is to move. I think the answer is to stay and fight as long as you can until it gets to a point, I guess, where you literally cannot no longer exercise your rights. Like if I lived in Boulder, it would be very difficult for me to stay in Boulder. With what they're doing. Again, I like haven't researched enough to really know what's going on there, but if I lived in Boulder, it would be tough. Or if Colorado in general, for some reason, did a concealed carry ban or an assault weapons ban or something, then at that point, obviously, either I need to be a criminal or I need to move to another state. So stay and fight, I think, is the good answer. Is the smart answer, is the long-term sustainable answer, until obviously it comes to a point where you have lost the battle entirely and you need to surrender and then move to another state. But I personally, if you're in a state that you can still exercise your rights, I think staying is the right answer. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of awesome states. Idaho, Utah, yeah, Arizona, Texas. There's tons of states I could move to, and it would be sweet, and there's stronger gun communities, and there's stronger everything. I get it, but I'm not ready to do that yet. I like Colorado. I'm actually trying to reverse things. I'm trying to find ranges and work with ranges. I'm trying to bring instructors in. I'm trying to do what I can to build up the 2A community in Colorado, because it's really weak, honestly. The Colorado's like the Wild West, and it's cool and it's beautiful, but there's like hardly any training. There's not a ton of really awesome gun stores. There's not a lot of companies. Since people made Magpul move out of Colorado, they didn't want to, but they got the pressure of people, move! They could have stayed and fought. All of Magpul's money, all of their influence, they would have kept growing. They would have kept fighting in the state. And a company, a big company, not huge, but a big company like Magpul has influence and has input. And if all of the customers didn't basically demand that Magpul move to Texas, the Second Amendment fight in Colorado would have been much more powerful. But unfortunately, short-sighted people forced Magpul to move to Texas and Wyoming, and now we lost a huge proponent of Second Amendment rights in Colorado, and that sucks. So I think it's complex and it's complicated, and I'm sorry if you disagree with me, and I'm sorry if you didn't want me to get political, but you know, we went there. So I'll stop there, and we'll start getting into other things now. Yeah, Olympia's cool, man. Washington's beautiful. Washington's beautiful. I have my aunt and uncle. I'm out there quite a bit. Gabe, you guys were talking about Tam Fam Graham earlier. Gabe Tam, he's out there in Washington. My friend Danny Choi, he's out in Washington. And my aunt and uncle and cousins. So I have some family out in Washington. So I'm in Washington at least once a year. I'm out there usually 2 times a year. It's beautiful. Every time I go out there, I mean, Colorado is a beautiful state, and every time I go to Washington, I'm like, man, this is kind of prettier than Colorado in a lot of ways. Much greener, but I don't think I could stand the rain and I think I would get SAD, seasonal affective disorder, if I lived in Washington, just because it's so rainy and cloudy. But yeah, I've been to 5280 Armory. I went there. They moved recently, I know, like a year ago maybe, and I've been to their new place once, not the range, but I picked up my CZP-10C there, actually, because they had one in stock, and I went and I wanted it, and I picked it up, which I will be doing. So I haven't shot in a while to give you guys an update, and I'm gonna cut off. We'll see. Maybe I'll give an hour of my time. I'm gonna cut off by 9 p.m. I really need to. I have a lot of holsters I need to get cracking on, but we got a good 25 minutes that we'll give you guys. 5280 Armory, yeah. So CZP-10C. Oh yeah, that was getting into. So you haven't seen gun videos on on my YouTube in a while, and it's not because I'm like changing from being a gun type channel. I was never really a gun channel, but I did gun reviews. I just haven't been out shooting. There's been some stuff. There's been a fire ban. There still is a fire ban in Colorado in some of my shooting spots. That fire ban also restricts shooting unless it's lead. So it doesn't make sense, but shooting any full metal jackets is you get a fine. So also, obviously, I've been working on my truck and trying to take that out on some trails. So I've just kind of been in a weird spot. I am going shooting this weekend. Going to be filming some stuff for the P10C review. I've shot it enough to do a review, but I need some B-roll footage. I'm going to be shooting up a bulletproof panel, the Premier panels. Premier sent me out a panel, and Vertex sent me out a bag for me to shoot up. So I'll be shooting that up, testing it out. Magnum Research sent me out a 50 caliber Desert Eagle. I'll be shooting it with that. My friend will shoot it with like his 10mm Glock and some 9mm stuff. I might, if I remember, shoot it with 300 Blackout Subsonic, because I'm kind of curious. Those pistol rated plates obviously won't stop fast 5.56. So speed, if you guys didn't know, speed is what penetrates armor, not size, not weight, nothing. It's speed, simply speed. Also, you know, the pointiness helps, but the main thing is speed. So I'm kind of curious if a 300 Blackout like hollow point subsonic that's going slow like a 45 round will penetrate it or not. I'm guessing it will. Straight from market gun reviews. Yeah, I'm planning on doing the P365 at least once I have it tested out a little bit. But I don't know. Leatherback gear bags, I have not. I don't know what they are. Multicam black hats. Yeah, I mentioned earlier, so I'm actually having a call with the guy tomorrow. I was working with FlexFit directly, and they're just super unresponsive. They're really nice and helpful like when I was talking to them, but they're super unresponsive, and it's hard, and it would be really expensive to do a small batch of stuff directly through them. It's a little more, sorry, my screens just went off. It's a little more easy and less cost prohibitive to work through some other company that buys them in bulk and gets the bulk prices and upcharges me for it than for me to get it directly from FlexFit at a low tier, low quantity. So I'm working with a guy, talking with him tomorrow, finalizing some stuff, and to recap, plan is to get 100 small medium FlexFit multicam black, 100 large extra large FlexFit multicam black, and 100 adjustable size, which I think means snapback. Yeah, and I'll be getting those. So 300 hats total. I'm letting patrons know first and foremost, so if they want to get in on the action, they will be able to before I release it to the public. All right. What's the average price for a Cerakote for P10C? I have no idea. The same price if you're talking about a slide, I think under 200. If you're talking about the frame. Also, it's cheaper if you send them a strip slide and you can do all the disassembly, assembly yourself. Cool. So yeah, that's coming up. Some gun stuff, some gun content. How often do I clean my guns? Not often at all. I don't clean my guns much. I lube them here and there, but guns run great. Good guns run great. You don't need to clean them often. Keep them lubed up and you'll be good to go. I hate cleaning guns. If you have a ton of time and it's relaxing or enjoyable for you to do it, do it, no problem, but I don't like it. And it's not needed. You don't need to clean a gun that often. Like an AR, you don't need to clean that often. Glock, you don't need to clean that often. If you have something like a 1911, maybe more often, but yeah. This is, I've been linking it in my recent videos, this watch. It's a G-Shock, I forget the model, but it's only like 110 bucks, which is relatively cheap. It's does everything I need it to do. I like the color, obviously, and it's small for a G-Shock, so it's not big and obnoxious, and it looks cool, and it has a dark face, and it's olive, and it's got a olive fabric band. And it's just been a watch that I've been wearing, and I like it, and I linked it, I think, in my most recent video, so if you're into it, you can check it out. But the band is just one that comes with it. So I think there's like NATO bands and stuff you can get, and adapters probably for the S3 if you're into it. All right. So what do you guys like when I upload a video? Just out of curiosity, like what are you guys into? What are you guys hoping for? Like a truck video, a bag video, an EDC video, a gun video? I did a poll a while back, and it was EDC by a long shot, and then it was like truck stuff, I think, but mostly it was EDC. And for EDC, I don't know, I don't want to just keep doing the same EDC video over and over again. So if you have like certain aspects of EDC stuff that you want to see, let me know. You know, you can comment here, comment on the thing. Yeah, people are commenting over on Patreon too, so I feel bad. Hopefully all you guys have made it over to the YouTube thing, because I'm not really monitoring. Maybe I'll comment here. Guns, first aid, medical, film your adventures. Yeah, filming my adventures. So for those of you that are into overlanding and stuff, there's a lot of cool overlanding channels out there, right? Like Expedition Overland and Overland Bound and some other. There's not a ton really, so it's kind of like a market that I'm probably going to get into and do okay in. But they are filmmakers and they're cinematographers, and they have one goal, and that's to film expeditions. And I don't know how they have a crew and they have things, but if you think about it, if you think about those videos, what happens with every shot is they drive up, they get out, they unload, they set up a tripod, or they drop a person off, they turn around, they drive back a mile, then they turn around and they drive back so they can film the shot of them going over. And they have like 7 different cameras going, and one guy's flying a drone while the other person's driving, and there's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of logistics that I think would completely ruin the experience of overlanding. These people are storytellers. I wouldn't say they're actors, because I'm sure they're having a good time, but I have a good time when I go out, and it's really hard, especially my friends. My friends aren't part of my YouTube. They don't even watch my videos, most of them. So like for me to be like, oh, can you stop? Can we turn around? Can we film this? It kind of ruins the experience for everyone. So I'll film some stuff here and there, but I'm probably never gonna make really cool videos like that unless, you know, I got some sponsors like some of these guys do and started doing it full time. Then I think I can make some really cool stuff, and it would be for the purpose of filming. But right now, my overlanding trips and my camping trips and even my shooting and training and all that stuff is for the purpose of that. I go out shooting to train. I go out overlanding to have fun and enjoy nature. And I will try to film, and sometimes I do, but it's not really what I do, and I don't really think it's what I'm good at. I think I could get good at it, but it's tough. Same goes with vlogs, man. Like, I think walking around with a camera, filming yourself all day is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I have some friends that do it. I don't know. I feel like a total douche doing it, and it's a lot of work, and until I have more time, probably won't be vlogging much. Yeah, like Talon. Talon's cool. He's my friend, personal friend of mine, so I'm not trying to talk crap about him or anything, but he lives alone in Miami and doesn't have friends there or family or anything, and he's not trying to build a holster company or anything, so he has time to vlog, and he enjoys it, putting the vlogs together and all that stuff, and that's cool. But I'm not that guy. I'm kind of like a gear reviewer guy, so vlogs maybe eventually. I'm not saying never, but probably not anytime soon. Workout video, people ask me for a lot, but I feel like I would be a douche, you know, like, oh, look at me lifting the weights, and these are, I don't know. I may at some point, but I don't know. Yeah, suppress your reviews. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Showing what you're using on a specific trip. That's what I'm about. That's what I may film like on scene or after. Like I'm gonna be filming my whole Diamondback truck setup, showing everything. So if you have a Diamondback cover or you want to get one or whatever, I'm gonna be breaking down very detailed on my setup exactly. Like these are the bolt sizes that you get. This is where you drill. So if you want to get the setup that I have, I left all my stuff. I don't normally keep my rooftop tent on there and like my high lift and everything because it's kind of, I don't know, it's my daily driver and it adds weight and looks kind of douchey. It looks cool, but I don't normally keep it on. But I kept it on because I'm going to film a video this weekend breaking all of that down. So those kind of videos I do definitely have planned, gear-related stuff. Which is, I think it's what I'm good at, and it's what I like, and those videos are much easier for me to make because I can speak intelligently to all the gear, product updates that I've done to guns, bags, systems, breaking down pouches and the philosophy behind them and stuff for my truck. Like, I'm good at that, and those videos are easier for me to make. So those are kind of going to be the primary focus of my channel, I think. Theory, situation, and philosophy, yeah, I like those too, and I probably will. I have like a running list of videos that I want to make, whether it be gear, products, mindset, philosophy, trip ideas, and I kind of shuffle that list around to prioritize things and reprioritize things. And sometimes companies send me stuff and they want a review, and that gets pushed down. But yeah, so philosophy stuff I do want to do, but those videos get like no views, really. And that's okay for a video to get no views and nobody watches it and I don't get any new subscribers or anything. That's okay. I'll throw those videos in all the time, but still the idea is to grow the channels, to grow the base, and one day, you know, be able to do YouTube full time maybe, and then I can do more videos of everything. But for now, I do have to keep an aspect of what's popular. I don't clickbait stuff, and I don't like jump on the bandwagon with stuff. Obviously, like you probably have noticed that on my channel, I don't do that. But I do try to stick to topics that do well. If I wanted to grow my channel, I'll just make a new EDC video every day because those are super popular, but my EDC doesn't change that much. I sold the old Diamondback cover actually already, so that's gone. A nice lady drove out from LA. Kind of hit some, kind of like a field trip, road trip that she hit a couple sites on the way, and I helped install it for her. So that one's gone. Do you happen to run through optics? Yeah, so you commented that earlier, I think. I have some binoculars and some spotting scopes, but I'm not really an expert on them. I'm not necessarily an expert on anything, but I try to make videos on stuff that I feel like I'm very knowledgeable on, and binoculars and stuff aren't something I'm really knowledgeable on, but maybe one day. Flashlights, holiday specials, amateur radio license. So if you're talking about my technician license, my ham technician license, I scheduled to take a test next week. So I'm going to be taking a test next week. I haven't studied yet, and I may be into trouble. I'm going to try and study for it the night before and the morning of, just because I have no time. And hopefully I pass, because they're changing the rules. They're changing the set of questions for that. So I'm sneaking in last to take that. So I will be, if I can study enough and if I pass the test, I'll be getting my ham license, yeah, on the 16th. I already bought all my radio and stuff to install in my truck, but I don't have my license. So I haven't installed it yet. So that's the plan. That's the plan, anyway. Oh, Lisa, hey, Lisa's the one that bought it. Yeah, what's up, Lisa? Glad you're here. Glad you made it home. Glad you're liking the cover. Do I carry a tourniquet? I have tourniquets everywhere, but I don't carry a tourniquet on body. Very few people carry tourniquets. I'm not telling you not to carry a tourniquet on body, but I've talked to a lot of people that post on Instagram that they're carrying and their ankle kit and this, how's they carry, and none of them carry. None of them carry a tourniquet. Not saying nobody carries a tourniquet, but everyone that I've talked to that acts like they carry a tourniquet online doesn't actually carry a tourniquet in real life. Just, there's a lot of fakers out there, just so you know. I don't know if you know that about Instagram and YouTube, but there's a lot of people that don't practice what they preach. They do something to be cool or to get approval or whatever. I'm not saying you don't need to carry a tourniquet. If you can fit it into your system, cool. I don't carry it. I have one in my backpack. I have one in my car. I have one in all my first aid kits that are very accessible. And I have carried them a couple times when I've gone to like public events and stuff, you know, where I'm like, man, there could be like a Boston bombing or something here. I will situationally sometimes carry a tourniquet. So I'm not saying I never carry a tourniquet, but it's definitely not an EDC item of mine. Radio, man, I kind of splurged. This is Yaesu something 400 or 600. It's the FTM 400, and I honestly got it for looks mostly, because I couldn't handle buying this like nice expensive new truck and then throwing some orange lettered thing that looks like it's from the 70s in there. Yeah, when to use a tourniquet, and how to use a tourniquet, and it's pretty simple. I've taken some courses, trauma courses. I don't have, I'm not an EMT or a nurse or a Green Beret medic or anything, but I've trained under and talked to all of those people. My mom's a nurse. I have some friends that are like trauma nurses. One of my uncles is a doctor. I have friends that are Green Berets and FBI agents. So I've gained a lot of knowledge about that kind of stuff and the practical stoppage of blood flow. I'm actually working with Fieldcraft Survivalists. Some of you guys know they make like medical and survival kits, and recently got reached out to from North American Rescue. So if you guys are into medical stuff at all, you probably know who North American Rescue is. They want to work with me to develop like an overlanding specific trauma kit because there's not much out there. So I may be talking to them more. I don't know. Hopefully I can say that. I think I can say it. I can say whatever I want. But yeah, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about medical stuff. But it's kind of hard because I get a lot of hate. Like, I know a lot, and I talk to literal professionals about this stuff. And if I talk about the proper way to stop blood and the proper way to place a tourniquet, the keyboard commandos that were once in EMT in the 70s come out of the woodworks, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna lose a limb if you apply a tourniquet. You're gonna do," and I can't stand that stuff. So it's hard for me. It's hard for me to deal with sometimes. Yeah, I have a Bofang handheld. Oh, the giveaway. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks for reminding me. Let's do the giveaway now before I forget. So I have everyone in here. I've exported everyone that was a, thank you for, Levi. Thanks for reminding me about the giveaway. So let's do the giveaway. The schmiveaway, as we call it. Okay, let me make sure I don't have any sensitive information on here, first and foremost. And random number generator. Let's see how many people we got of the 556 level. 327. Don't worry, I'll flip the camera around here in a second. 0 to 327. Okay, we'll flip this around. Okay. 0 to 327. On your mark, let's set, go. All right, 19 it is. Let's come over here, go down to 19, and we have Anthony, and I learned my lesson last time, Diaz. I don't know if Diaz is the full last name. I just wanted to show the first 4 letters of it. Anthony Diaz, or if you have a longer last name, then you're the winner. If you're here, congrats, Anthony. If not, I'll shoot you an email, let you know what you won. For those that missed it, I don't know what the giveaway is yet. I'm gonna go rummage through my gear room. I like have a room where I just have all my gear because I have a lot of it. And it's gonna like hats, flashlights, cool stuff, bunch of cool stuff, probably a value of $100 or more. I'll try to make it, and I'll send that to Anthony. Sorry, Anthony Holmbeck, you weren't the one. But Anthony Diaz, Yeah, sorry, that is your full name. So if you were trying to keep that super private, my bad. I don't think there's a lot of Anthony Diaz's in the world, so I think you're good. Yeah, so that's what thank you. Man, you guys are on it tonight. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. I'm going to check in here with people that are commenting over on Patreon. Don't see a live stream. Huh. Let me sorry, I don't know if the video. Click the picture above. Sorry, man. I'm trying to make this live stream as easy as possible for you guys, but apparently it's still kind of tough sometimes, and I get it. There's confusing stuff out there. Okay, gear. That's what I want to get to. Thanks for dealing with my sporadic. We're winding down here on time too. So I wanted to ask you guys, because I don't want to be annoying and I don't want my channel to turn into a garage sale or anything like that, but I have gear all the time. Extra gear all the time, and a lot of it I'm going to be giving away. But also companies want to donate. Like Vertex wants to jump on board and donate stuff, and Premiere wants to jump on board and donate stuff, and Olight wants to donate stuff, and I have a lot of relationships with a lot of good companies, so I could basically, if I'm proactive, line up really cool donations for the rest of my life for you guys. So I'll try to usually do that. I'll try to donate brand new stuff, and sometimes I'll donate old stuff. Click the arrow on the top. Yeah, okay. Next time I'll put the link in, and then I'll also put the link in the description to clear it up. But yeah, you gotta click the picture, I think. Sorry guys. Like I said, I'll get the hang of this. Is month 3, I think. I'm learning. I'm still learning. Still learning. Garage sale. All right, Yak, take care, man. Okay, so I want to post stuff. So I posted the Diamondback cover, which is a big, heavy thing. I can't ship it. You got to be local, or you got to be willing to drive to get that. But I just wanted to sell it to you guys. A, it's easier for me than making like a Craigslist ad. B, it's value for you guys, because a lot of this stuff I'm getting cheap or free, and I'm giving away some of it to you guys, but I have a lot of stuff, and I'll sell some of it to put back into the channel and help create content and do all that stuff. So I have lots of gear. Would you be interested in me occasionally posting, maybe I won't just post like this little piddly thing and that little piddly thing. Like I'll post a post that has like a handful of things, and you guys can buy them at dirt cheap, super cheap. Would you be interested in that? Yes, absolutely yes. Okay, cool. So I'll start selling stuff here and there to you guys, and the easiest way to do it is kind of like first come, first serve. So I'll post it on Patreon, and whoever jumps on it in the comments, because it's easy to track the timeline and everything, whoever claims something first will get it, and then you can like get in line. So when I start doing that, I'll kind of like post instructions or whatever on how you can do that. But yeah, sounds like yes. I am always working on coupon codes for you guys. I keep my permanent ones in my video description, so you can refer back to them and use them whenever. Giveaways are 556 level only. I didn't have any plans, but I was planning probably to do the garage sale to all level of Patreons. But I'll think about that. I'll kick the idea around a little bit. Most of you guys are 556 level. Like I think like 90% of the Patreons are 556 level. So filtering out the rest doesn't really increase your odds all that much. Yeah. But I'll think about it. Yeah, so codes, coupon codes, deals, all that kind of stuff. There is, I don't know if is anyone interested in, Olight has like a 25,000 lumen gigantic flashlight. They wanted to send me out for a review, and I was like, I don't know, it's kind of impractical. I don't think I can fit it into my schedule. That's going on a sale tonight. It's like $150 off. If you're into that, I'll post a link to it. I wasn't really planning to, but if you're into that, let me know, and I'll post a link to it. I'll find it later and post it for you guys. But yeah, it's a flash sale they're doing. I'll continue to post sales here. I'll continue to get coupon codes. So there's some coupon codes like Blue Alpha Gear. I had a lot of people ask me, is there a coupon code for Blue Alpha Gear? Can you get a coupon code? Can you do that? And they said, no, we don't give those out publicly. We just blah, blah, blah. And that's cool, I get it. But they said, listen, we'll give you one, but share it privately. And so I shared that coupon code for patrons only. So as private coupon codes come available, I'll share it with you guys. Public codes, share with everyone. Cool. Am I posting on Patreon? I'm not sure what that means, really. The carving is back in my gun room. Yeah, and I got another piece of artwork as well, some like fan art. It's cool. I never remember to like put it out. I'll get it out for next time. We're winding down here. Archery career, not much. I've been shooting the bow a little bit, so I hurt my shoulder kind of for a while and didn't shoot it. And then have recently been shooting it. I have like an acre. My yard is like an acre. And I kind of want to set up like some courses, like some targets and stuff. But my dog goes crazy. So I have to lock him up when I shoot my bow because he goes nutsos over it. But I haven't done a ton of shooting. Like I've been talking about, it's been super busy. The end goal is to be less busy. And that's going to happen either by YouTube blowing up or whatever. Yeah, it's not like I can bench like a pretty good amount of weight. For those that care, like I bench 120s in each arm. I usually do dumbbells because I find those are easier on my shoulders. So bench press doesn't hurt me at all. A lot of exercises don't hurt me at all. It's like this like pulling up, this motion jacks it. And that's kind of like, depending on how I pull back my bow, it kind of tweaks my shoulder. So I kind of got to pull it down low rather than like up higher. And yeah, you guys probably didn't care about that, but yeah. Life's good. We're winding down. I'm already 2 minutes past. So any last minute questions, fire them away. I'm going to kind of wrap this up. Yeah, rotator cuff is probably what it is. So I played hockey when I was younger in high school and a little bit in college, and I skateboarded a lot. I was like a hardcore skateboarder in high school. Like, didn't really do competitions, but was like, sponsored by some like local skate shops and some small companies and stuff. And I injured my shoulder skateboarding when I was younger and kind of kept re-injuring it a little bit, never seriously, but kind of kept re-injuring it playing hockey, and haven't played hockey in many years. And I started doing like rotator cuff exercises with bands and all this stuff to like strengthen it. And then I got good again and everything was good. And I just got out of the habit of doing it because I was fine. Like I don't have pain or anything. It's just, I think certain movements, I can re-injure it. So I kind of avoid those. I try to avoid those movements, but pulling a bow is kind of one of those movements where if I do it weird, I could re-injure. Man. Okay. Yeah, different release. So my friend got like the thumb release or something. I had like a normal one. So I'll probably try his thing, but they're expensive. They're like $200 or something for those thumb releases. So I'll have to save up to pick one of those up maybe eventually, but yeah. Denver, there aren't many tactical companies really. But yeah, if you guys have information that you want to get to me, that you think is important to me, shoot me an email, mike@llod.us. That's the best way for me to like bookmark and put into folders and visit links and stuff when I actually have time. Stuff you tell me now is cool, we can interact, but I'll probably forget about it. So if you have any cool information for me, books, whatever, that you might think I'm interested in, shoot me an email, mike@llod.us. All right, guys, thanks for your time. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. I enjoy interacting with you guys. We'll do it again soon. Oh, I forgot to talk about it. I'm going to be at 100,000 subscribers soon. In the next probably 2 months, I'm guessing. I never go viral, so it's kind of just like a steady thing. So I can kind of predict when I'm going to get somewhere. So probably in about 2 months, I'll be at 100,000 subscribers. But I don't have anything planned. So I don't know. If you guys can think of anything, maybe comment on the Patreon post. 100,000 stuff. Yeah, I was gonna do a meetup at 500 500 patrons, like a patron only meetup. But I don't know if I'll ever get to 500. I kind of feel like I've stagnated at like 350 ish. It kind of like goes down and up and down and up and whatever. Maybe I need to talk about it in videos more or something. Yeah. Anyways, 100,000 soon. So if you have any ideas, comment on the Patreon thing. Yeah. Any ideas? Really, that's part of the reason I have Patreon, is to get feedback from you guys on videos, on the channel, on stuff. I won't always be able to do it, and sometimes I might not have interest in it, but just feedback is good, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you. You guys make the dream something. There's some quote about something dream something, and you guys are that quote. All right, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. I will leave this up, so I think you can watch it later for those of you that missed it. For those of you that missed it, sorry we missed you. Had a good time here. Until next time, guys, take care. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's what we were doing. Teamwork makes the dream work. And you guys are part of the team, part of the fam, really. All right, time to go grind out holsters for the next 4 hours. So take it easy. You stay classy. All right, I don't know how to end this thing.